there's still a lot of plagiarism, we'll call it that, in the world. And I think you're going to see, there's a subset in any industry of people that are just, lazy. I'm lazy. The temptation is going to be for people just to like put it in the system and then just copy and paste it into their presentation. And that's thinking that's the gospel. And so I think, probably one of the darker components of this whole thing is, and this has, been a headline now for the last 3 or 4 years, is that the algorithms are in a lot of ways responsible for how we view the world and how we view data. And so those biases and prejudices are naturally going to find their way into these systems as well. And so there is an inherent danger to just doing the copy paste without applying the actual like research expertise on top to try to eliminate as much of that as possible when you're expressing a population's point of view.
Yeah, we're seeing such an immense fragmentation in media channels at this point, but yet a huge, and I think a good push of expert-led, very niche content through platforms like Substack. It's great that there's so much opportunity to explore different topics in a very deep way through this creator economy that we have emerging, whether it be YouTube or Substack or whatever, right? Podcasts, and there's so much content on topics that needs to be curated, right? There's a lot of great stuff out there. And also this fragmentation, there is no central point of truth anymore. And that can create a lot of opportunity for, I think, a lot of confusion. And to your point, Jim, I think we're living through it, right? For good or ill in many ways. It'll be interesting to see how this technology is deployed to make that better or make it worse.
A couple of years ago, it was like, chat-based interface for customer service, and the automation of that was, even today, probably a lot of people automate it. I don't think that has actually taken off. I think there's a lot of frustration. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's taken off. Like in a sense that what was promised, like, look, you know what, you don't need customer service guys anymore. Like, look, the whole thing is, every time you go, it'll somehow figure out what you want. And I think there's like some case studies around like 97% of the people are just hitting 0 on the first time going into a chat, like trying to figure out person. The first thing they know that everybody's hacked it. Like you go to this particular chatbot, if you type the word person in, then it automatically then redirects to a real human being, and then of course you talk to the real human being, really, right? And ask a question, and then that human computer interaction over there clearly, at least so far, has not worked. And I'm not sure that ChatGPT really solves that. Frankly, I don't think that that it may solve it. I don't know, but at least so far that particular construct hasn't worked so far, at least.